Shazam sucks. This is so okay, I'm just kidding. This movie is awesome. Shazam is the best DCEU movie easily. It's heartfelt, it's funny, and everything about it is freaking awesome. I'm highly recommending this film. Like, even if you didn't like the trailer, like, even if you look at the trailers and you didn't like them, even if you hate the DCEU movies, this movie is 100% worth checking out. It is a blast to sit through. Not just fun. It's not just like, standard Aquaman or Ant-Man the Wasp, just fun. It is actually heartfelt and legitimately made me feel so much emotions that I am really astounded. I mean, the main actor as Shazam, his name is Zachary Levi. He's absolutely fantastic in this movie. He's so good at this kid that whenever I see an image of the kid and the adult standing together, I can't handle it because this movie made me believe that they're the same person. Like, it is really good. The chemistry that Shazam has with everyone, the relationships he has, his story is really, really good. Like, he has to go from foster home to foster home, and it's a sad story, but it's not like just cliched foster home. Like, usually I criticize a lot of movies for having a lot of the same plots, like the mother's dead and he feels not the mother's dead, but like the mother's gone and he needs to find something. It sounds cliched, but believe me, even if you're tired of this plots like this, they do that in this movie really good. He's going from foster home to foster home, trying to find his parents. He's running away from the foster homes, and it makes it legitimately inspirational. Like, even the ending, which I'm not going to spoil, but you can see it coming. Like, I kind of had something inside me that I wasn't like that shocked when it happens, but I still felt so much emotions. It still, even though you know it's gonna happen, you still feel so much when it happens, and I think that's a really good sign for a movie. This movie is not just, and even without all the heartfeltness and the story, this movie's hilarious. I laughed at my little brother, the entire audience. We had a blast with this. Like, it was really funny. The jokes were absolutely great, especially in the comedy of how Zachary Levi has to act like a kid. He's not just like a cartoon character who kind of resembles a kid. He actually feels like a kid. There's some really good jokes about, coming of age and puberty, and they're all really well done. They're not forced. They're not like forced humor. Because that's my problem with a lot of superhero films. I like films like Captain Marvel, which coincidentally also has kind of the same name as Shazam, because Shazam is also called Captain Marvel. That had forced humor. The humor in that movie felt, even whether it was funny or not, it comes in moments where you don't need it. It feels like it pushes into humor at terrible times. But this movie does it well. It is a really, really good movie, and it's really good at put mixing humor together without it feeling so forced like a lot of superhero films. Now, that's everything I love about this film. But of course, this is not a perfect film. There are a few problems with it. But mainly, I think the biggest problem is the villain. The villain starts out with an interesting story, and for the first little bit, he can be a little threatening. But he just gets so cartoonish, and you just end up not caring about him anymore. He just becomes like a cartoon caricature of a villain, not even in a self aware way, just kind of cartoon caricature of a villain. He's not even that threatening. Like, if he was threatening, at least I'd slightly be like, okay, I guess I can handle it. But it wasn't that good. The villain was bland and overly cartoonish, and he did not work. Anyway, that's my really only big problem with this movie. Shazam is awesome. This is an awesome movie. Whether you're a fan of DC or a hater of DC or a fan of whatever, fan of Shazam, not fan of Shazam, you should go watch this movie because it is a lot of fun and it is a totally great movie. I'm going to give Shazam an A minus. So, what did you think of Shazam? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think of the DCEU in general? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Like, what are your thoughts on it? And that's all I like to ask. Next week, next week, I think hopefully Pet Cemetery, and I don't know if I'm gonna check that out, but I'll try to. And that's pretty much all the announcements I have. Tomorrow, Unicorn Store Netflix review, if I can get that out. Anyways, with all that said, goodbye.